In this video, I'm going to be showing you kind of a summer look. I'm calling it a no makeup look. Now, you might be wondering, why would you bother to wear makeup if you want it to look like you're not wearing makeup? Well, and I also say before I answer that, this can also double as a quick out the door look. So, why would I want to bother with makeup if I want it to look like I'm not wearing makeup? And the answer to that has to do with how you feel about your appearance. Well, when I was about 16, I could just not wear makeup and I looked fine. But now that I'm in my 40s, I'm starting to develop some dark circles under my eyes, some dark spots. And if I don't wear makeup, people are more likely to be able to guess my age, which never used to happen to me before. So anyway, oh, and the other insecurity kind of thing that I have about my face is my eyebrows, because I overpluck them. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And we're not going to do much with the brows, just a little bit of filling in. We're not going to make them perfect. And hopefully, in fact, I'm going to set the timer, the screen, what is it called? The stopwatch. Just see, I mean, it'll take me longer to explain what I'm doing, but so just a little bit. Oh, it'll have to be a little bit because I don't have much eyebrow pencil left. So cover this up right here. Where there's like a bald patch in there. Fill this in a little bit. And you can tell more at a distance that I did some good there. Maybe fill this in. Depending on how much time I have, if I've got plenty of time and I just want it to be like a summer look, I might not, I don't know. It just depends on how much time I have in terms of whether I'm going to do the concealer like I normally do. And my stuff isn't organized down here. I have no AC upstairs, and if you watched the skincare video, you heard the fan rattling all to pieces down there. I didn't want this to look all melty too. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And you can see where there's still bare spots. But I'm not going to put as much of that concealer as I normally do. That's it. Not going to do any more concealer there. Although I might put it in other places. And then I want to just, I can't see very well, that's part of the problem. If anything I do doesn't look even, it's because I can't see. Okay, now I'm going to use the foundation primer just a little bit and prep my eyelids, which I could just leave them just prepped. We'll see how normal, like how natural that looks. And by the way, you can use color corrector on your eyelids too. You can use foundation on your eyelids too. And just a note, oops, I messed up there. This foundation primer has SPF in it. So if you are, if you tend to get irritated on your eyelids, don't put that on your eyelids. I didn't realize that until yesterday when somebody pointed that out to me. I feel like I really didn't get as much. Let me put a little bit of concealer to match the other eye. So in the Neutral Glam video, I said that in order for it to look good on you, like to make you look like you're not wearing makeup, it needs to be a color that looks good on you. And that is true. If I had darker skin, I wouldn't use the same colors that I'm using now because they would show up more. So I want colors that match my skin tone more. So I'm still gonna, just like I did with the other one, I'm going to use this palette. And you could just not wear eye makeup, but if you're not going to wear eye makeup, then don't put the concealer on, because that doesn't look natural. In fact, I don't think this is going to be, if I really was running out the door, because we're almost at 5 minutes, but part of that's because I obsess over my eyebrows. But I do think we could finish in 10 minutes for sure. But if I was really in that much of a hurry to run out the door, I wouldn't put the eyeshadow on at all. I would just touch up my brows and maybe put some the concealer on the dark spots and under my eyes. So that's the same palette that I used in the Neutral Glam video, the Blossom and then the Candlelight. And then this color I used in the regular neutral video, which is the Hazelnut. I'm just going to put a little bit of this. Just going to go in real lightly, and I bet you there's still some Dusty Rose in my brush from yesterday. So just real light. I'm betting my right eye is going to look pinker than my left. And I might have to use some of that Dusty Rose to make them look even. I think they pretty much look even. You do want to clean your brushes though, between uses, so that this kind of thing doesn't happen. Okay, and then just to brighten up a little bit, and if you don't have time, then that's okay. This isn't essential. This is just what makes it go from barely there to kind of like a little sparkle. And I know right now it looks like I'm wearing makeup, but I'm about to blend this out. Where did that brush go? My stuff isn't organized down here because I don't have my organizer. All right, now, color corrector. I'm doing this instead of foundation or CC cream, which you could do the CC cream, but I want to show you. So I've got one for that dark place under my, like the dark circle under my eye, and I'm just gonna dab this where I need a little bit of coverage because of the dark spots. And you can also use concealer there. Oh, I was about to blend with my finger. I should use the cream color brush. I will blend it out more with my fingers though. And when you get close to your eye, if you're going to do this, use your fourth finger. That's pretty good. And then just a little bit of blush. I'm using, oh, this is a mess. I hate to show you this. I dropped that one, so don't drop your blush. I'm using this one. This is Hint of Pink. Just a little bit, just for a little bit of color here. And then if you really want to look sun-kissed, I would definitely go into the highlighter. If you definitely want to make this a summer look, go back into the crystalline with the all over brush and just give yourself a little bit of highlight right there. And I don't have the gold down here with me. I should use the cheek color brush for this, I guess. Okay. And then, oh, I should have used this, but I forgot. Then I'm going to use the powder. All I have, well, I do have some, but it's broken. I mean, it's almost used up. So I'm going to use this Silky Setting Powder. If you tend to have oily skin and you want to get rid of some of that oil in the middle of the day, we do have blotting sheets. I don't use them because I don't need them, so I don't think to tell people that we have them. And then you could do, I would definitely do this, the clear brow gel. Now, going back to eyebrows for a minute, depending on what your particular brow issue is, let's say that you never overplucked your brows, that they're just plucked well and like they should be, and they're just blonde or they're just really light and they don't show up. I would use the brow tint for that. My problem is that I have missing brow hairs, and the brow tint does not write on, I mean, it doesn't show up on your skin. It's not going to do anything if there's no hair there. So that's why I need the brow pencil and or the brow kit maybe. What I'm trying to do, and I know I need to do something about this hair up here. I want to go get it waxed, but anyway. One more thing. May not have enough brow. I've got another thing of this upstairs, but I don't want to go get it. Just put a little bit more right around in there. Now, you could be done at this point. I'm going to put on just a little bit of mascara. Although, no, I've got a better idea. I just had a better idea. No, I grabbed the wrong thing. Where did it go? You could put this on your eyelashes. It just gives them a little bit more of a finished look. My eyelashes tend to look kind of dusty after I've done my eyeshadow because some of the eyeshadow is on my eyelashes. And that's part of the reason I wear mascara. But, I mean, that's not very natural, is it? Although I still think wearing one coat of mascara just gives you a finished look, as opposed to not wearing mascara. And then the last step, I'm going to do one lip, and this is Hushed Blush. Do it like that. It looks a lot lighter than it does in person. But that is it. So what do you think? Do I look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup? And like I said, you could do different things depending on what your goal was. Like if you just did not have time to do all of this, then don't put the concealer on your eyes. Don't do any eyeshadow. You know, but my goal would be to try to fill in the bare spots in the brows and use the color corrector to cover up the dark circles and the spots. And then a little bit of blush, some lip gloss, or this kind of Hush Blush lipstick, and then you are good to go. And then finishing spray, and that is it. My iPad is about to die, so I'm going to end this here. But if you liked this, I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel.